Hey, yo, this is Dallas Woods, and you're watching AU Dollars right here.
Down for the set. Big shoes to fill. Barefoot when I step. Cool, calm, and collective. My collective, cool and calm. But if one man brawlers and all that.
Yo, what up, Cash fam? My name is Matthew Craig, and you are tuned in to AU Dollars, Australia's Hip Hop Connect. Make sure you're liking this video, jumping in the comments with your thoughts, and most importantly, subscribing to our channel because just like my guest today, we always bringing you the biggest and best guests from Australia and around the world in hip hop. This guy right here is one of the most impressive rising names in Australian hip hop in the last few years. A proud Noongar man from Southwest WA. He's a former Triple J Unearthed Indigenous Artist of the Year. You've seen him perform at the likes of Blues Fest, Groove in the Mood. You've seen him alongside Sampa the Great, Baker Boy, Jordan Dennis, Jerome Farah. You've heard them tracks, If It's Glitters It's Gold, Better Days, Hoodlum. He's doing it all. And he's recently just returned from Dubai playing shows all the way over there on the other side of the world. He's just dropped his brand new project, Julie's Boy, which we calling it a mini LP, and it's full of fire tracks, as always. A star on the rise, rap skills with the very best of them, and an important message to boot. My brah, Dallas Woods, welcome to AU Dollars Australia's Hip Hop Connect. G, how we doing?
I'm good, my brother. Thanks for having me. Big shout out to what you guys are doing over there too, man. I love watching it grow as well, bro.
Big love, family. I appreciate that for real. Man, it's been a minute. We've been meaning to make these chats happen, and I'm glad to finally have you on the platform, fam.
Yeah, no, I believe in everything happens at the right time. So, it would have been good to have it a bit earlier, but we're here now.
We're here now, bro. Perfect timing, perfect time. Bro, I want to just jump straight in. Before we talk about the project or any of that sort of stuff, I want to know about Dubai, man. I've never been there. The photos and the stuff on IG look crazy, bro. Give us a bit of insight on how that trip was.
Oh, man, Dubai is like everything you expect it to be. It's like, it's if you got money, you can enjoy Dubai. That's all I say. It's a city that never sleeps, and considering it's in the middle of the desert, that's a pretty mind-blowing. But, the scene over there is amazing, especially if you're creative, there's a lot of room for people like us there. So I felt, obviously enjoying just the culture as well, and just enjoying being out of Australia, definitely with the times we've had. But yeah, man, Dubai's off its head. I definitely recommend get over there and enjoy it, bro.
Yeah, what did you get up to while you were over there? It was performing? Was it some trade show sort of stuff? What was the vibes?
Yeah, bro. So I went over there for the expo. So obviously the expo was meant to happen in 2020, but
got
Aulani Rona come around. But yeah, and I was over there representing Australia and did 25 shows in 8 days. So it was a good way to get back, back to work. Yeah. More shows in 1 week than I have done in the last 2 years. So,
yeah, for real.
But when you're representing your country, that'll help you get through them. But yeah, it was just work, we worked hard, but we played just as hard. So, it was the best of both worlds. Blessing.
Yeah, dope. Let's talk about that a bit about that, man. The idea of representing your country. I think for you, for a guy that comes, from a small community in Southwest WA, one, to represent your community to the whole country, to come over east and do what you've been doing, but now to take that to another global level, bro. How's the pride sitting there? Just to come, you're just a humble boy with humble beginnings, man.
Yeah, no, it was good. Like one thing I will say, like obviously representing the Australian Pavilion over there, there's a lot of censorship. Obviously representing the country on a world stage. Yep. But they didn't censor me in the sense of like, I got to rap about the injustices that are happening in Australia.
No. Oh, you there? Yeah? You back?
Yeah.
Got ya.
Back.
Don't know what happened there, bro. Internet did its thing.
It's raining here as well, bro. So.
Okay. Jump back where you were, bro, talking about injustices and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, I didn't get censored and I was able to speak my truth and Australia's truth, so-called Australia. But yeah, it was just that feeling of I didn't have to sacrifice my message and my morals to be able to fit into what the world would see as Australia. So, not only did I start a conversation over there around, what exactly the first Australians look like and, the situation over here, but also, the Australian, embassy, they represented, they showed a lot of, Aboriginal culture and, they stay true to the roots as well. So I felt welcome there. It wasn't like, there wasn't no token stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. It's pretty refreshing change, eh, bro?
Yeah, it's definitely a refreshing change. You're not used to standing under the Australian flag and being able to talk the real truth, So yeah, that there in itself was a blessing.
Yeah, facts. Talk a little bit about your early days, man, your upbringing and what your community's like back home.
Yeah, so, my bloodline is Noongar down south, but I was very blessed to be raised in the East Kimberley, up in a little town called Wyndham.
Yeah.
And, it's only about 700 people there. So,
Wow.
Yeah, most live gigs get my town in one room, So it's one of those things where growing up, like we very connected to the land, like, instead of playing PlayStation or something, would be out in the bush, fishing and stuff. So it was a very free childhood. It was like, apart from sports, all we did was just go out in the elements and just enjoy ourselves. And, obviously I realized at a young age I wasn't the best football player, AFL, I mean. So, yeah. I grew up with some absolute freaks when it comes to that. So I had to find my own thing, something that I loved. And growing up in the Kimberley, country music is a big thing. So, I'm country music before hip hop any day.
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing to do. So, I really enjoyed the hip hop side of thing, and that really merged from all the older homies sort of showing us, so that, we're still bumping, still to this day, Tupac, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Ice Cube, very West Coast, so it sort of matched our energy as well. So one of my mates and that, like, they full started rapping, and, their songs would get Bluetooth to other people's phones, and I'd hear other people playing their songs in different towns, and they were my neighbors. And I was down there all the time. So I was like, man, I want that fame. I want to be able to go to another town and people be like, hey, that's the rapper bloke, So everyone, like, if you're the best footballer where I'm from, your like status is here. Yeah. So like to be the best hip hop guy or to be someone doing that there, it's like already, like I already had the dancing. Yeah. I was the best dancer. I'll say I'm the best dancer. I just need a few weeks to train and get back in shape.
You don't lose that overnight, bro. It's still in the blood, eh?
Sometimes the muscles aren't there. You know what I mean?
Facts. Can you remember a moment when you went, yeah, this is it. This is what I want to do. I want to rap. Was there a specific moment you can recall?
Probably not with hip hop, but like I knew I wanted to perform, like after, like, we used to have like basketball comps and stuff, and, other communities would travel in and would have like 9 different communities in one, and at the end of the basketball comp would have like a big disco, big party, and I'd always dance, and like I'd battle the best of the other communities, and people will always bring that up. Remember that time? Like, this is like happened like 13 years ago, but they'll always remember that that's something that sticks with them. Yeah. And it's just that whole concept of just using yourself as an instrument, whether it be like movement wise or lyrically, people will remember that. So it gives people a good feeling. And I always wanted to be an entertainer. And I think at young, I knew that, like, whether it be dancing, music, I wanted to be something in the entertainment world, and, just share my passion, and hopefully other people will resonate and enjoy the love I have for what I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Incredible, man. One thing I've always appreciated with your art form, bro, and what you do, it's always really authentic. It's really genuine. You're just telling your stories and your truth. And that's very evident, obviously, on the new project, Julie's Boy. Let us inside a bit of the narrative behind that, man, because it is deeply personal.
Yeah, Julie's Boy, that's my mum's name. And, I started working in the arts and traveling Australia when I was 15. So, I've sort of been in the public eye as like a role model and someone who's sort of, followed the dream for a long time. But no matter how much I did for myself, back in community, I'd always be Julie's boy.
Wow.
Because of how much respect she had. So no matter what I was doing, and when I was young, I was like, man, I don't want to be Julie's boy. You don't want to be mama's boy, Like, but then I realized the weight and the respect that it carries. So now it's my biggest privilege being called Julie's boy. And it was just a bit of a nod to mum. Not only mum, but to like all my family and friends that not only have I sacrificed, but they've sacrificed for me to be able to chase my goal. I've missed out on watching my friends' kids grow up. I've missed out on, funerals and stuff, but like they want it just as much as me. So they give me that love and respect and that energy to be, like, we understand. You keep going because the end result is going to be better for all of us in the long run.
Yeah, that's really cool. And have you got any favorite tracks, particularly on the project?
I love them all, to be honest. But if if we're talking my favorite, like, obviously I love Bob and Gnarly, the bro Jujo and Jordan, Flyboy Jack, if you want to call it that. Them boys, they come correct. And I was very blessed to have them two on the. Jordan's my only lyrical feature on the whole thing. And I'm very blessed. Jujo has the most beats on there.
Yeah, he's got
And,
like three
you know,
quarters.
it's like Old Man, like, yeah, me and Jujo recorded Old Man in my lounge room. And it took us like, he'd asked me what type of beat you want. You know what, Jujo, it's like 10 minutes later, you got that beat.
Which is the king.
So, but yeah, it's like, you know, I've got so many beautiful producers on there as well, you know, and I see when people produce for me as like that's the feature as well, you know, it's like you come with your best and I'll come with my best. It's not like you work for me because it don't work like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just feel like every song, that's why I wanted to, every song stands on its own for that reason, that it's not like any other song.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to be able to put something out there for everyone, and, you know, I think that it definitely resonates. You know, you're going from reggae to like EDM to like, you know, dark trap, and you got, you know, like Moon Boot. Moon Boot is hectic.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah, that's
all of them for me.
I wanted to touch on exactly that, bro. The sonic diversity in not just in this project, but in all your work, bro. You go from that chill, smoky stuff, you know, Rasta sort of to grime to EDM, whatever. Like, what's your approach? Do you go, I want to make this sort of a song, or is it just driven by mood, or what's your creative process when there's such a wide sonic scope?
There's always like a direction, if you know what I mean. Like, there's definitely like the realm I want it to live in, but there's never like, all right, this is what I want, because I don't really know what I want till I hear it. You know, so like I try and give the producers their time to like, hey, give me something that's going to challenge me that I want to rap on, that I'm like, you know, you can hear beats all day and be like, each one is sick. But every now and then you hear that one that just grabs you and you're like, I don't know what I want to do with it, but I want that beat.
Yeah.
You know, so I like challenging myself, and the creative process should be hard, you know, because for me, I take this thing serious, the lyrical side of it. Like, it really is, it's like I do this outside of music. Like, when I'm not doing music, I'm doing music in my head, you know? So it's like, this is my favorite thing to do in the world. So whenever I'm able to be in the same room with someone who loves their craft just as much as mine, the creative process just comes like that, you know? It's also having a lot ready, like freestyling in your head all day. Like, I write all my raps in my head.
Yep.
And, you know, so when someone shows me a beat and they're like, oh, this is what that beat put me in the frame of, I'll be like, right, I've got like 6 or 7 verses waiting for that.
Let's go. Yeah.
You know, so it's like, all right, I've got something for that. I might not have nothing in my all right, let's write. So, you know, I prefer to be in the studio with producers and feel the vibe in the studio, because like, as you would know, that vibe, you can't beat it. It's like wherever it takes you, you go with it. But, you know, there's definitely been times where I've been sent beats where I'm like, all right, I already know what this is. And, you know, I've been very blessed with people, you know, not telling me how to do my craft, and I don't tell them how to do their craft. We just let everyone else decide whether it's good or bad. You know?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. You mentioned earlier before some of the early influences like Tupac and the West Coast sort of stuff. One thing you spoke that you pride yourself on the pen. You're really sharp with the pen, bro. And it's one of the things that's in your skill set. Who are some of those influences when it comes to that, bro? Whose pens who you checking for? What are you listening to in the creation of this body of work, and just generally?
Yeah, so I fell in love with hip hop first for the feeling of it. It wasn't until I was older that I started really diving into the lyricism and the storytelling behind it. So like, obviously, you know, Tupac would be a rapper that would engage more with just the fact that the energy he puts out, you know, and the stories he tells are very universal. You know, people can relate to it no matter what walk of life or what part of the world you're from, you know. Whether someone like Biggie had a certain crowd that he was rapping for, but his actual technique it's New York. What do you mean? You know, like them. So I'm like, for me, like when I was younger, it was definitely like Tupac, Ice Cube, Bone Thugs were a big part, just because they were like the first time I ever heard like rapping with melody.
Melodies come through, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna like lie. Like, I just gotta say, like, people like Nelly and, you know, like people like that. Like, I was listening to like different cadences and people that, you know, Atlanta, that South had the wave when I was growing up. You know, that was the sound. But as I got older, I definitely really dove into like hip hop. People like Big L, you know, just the way that they could play with words, that it would be like, how are you having so much fun with it? Like, I want to have that much fun with it. Yeah. And, you know, once you start thinking about it like that and changing cadences and the way you pronounce stuff, it becomes limitless to what you can do with lyrics. So, you know, Big L, also like Jadakiss, most underrated, you know, he's number 6. He's the 6th man of the year when it comes to lyrics, you know, so, you know, and he's definitely got that distinctive voice that, like, I like rappers that all you got to hear him is like the first line and you know who it is.
You know who it is straight away. Yeah. No, I love that. You got a tour upcoming as well, bro? Like looking forward to that after, you said you've finally played some shows in Dubai, but to get back home in Australia now, be able to go around it and play shows, like how's the buzz?
Bro, I can't wait. Like the project's out, Julie's Boy's out. Yeah. Hopefully get out there, get to see everyone who's vibing, the album or mini LP, EP, what you like to call it.
That's what we're calling it, yeah.
Yeah, we can call it anything. Yeah, but I just can't wait to get back in front of the people that keep me going each day, and that's the fans and all the people that spend their money to come and see me. They don't understand how much they're making my dream come to life, and I just want to make sure that I give them the best show possible. So if you ask me this question after the tour, I'll probably give you the same answer with a bit more substance, but I'm just keen to get there. I can't get excited till I'm there.
Yeah. What can people look forward to at a Dallas Woods show, bro?
Just fun. Like, fun? Yeah, like at the end of the day, each show, the crowd actually, they set the mood for the night. They're the tone. They want to turn up, we turn up. Mm-hmm. They want to be more chilled and listen to some. I'm going to go slower for them. I want to be what the crowd is giving me. I'm not going to try and change the mood that's there. A lot of different cities have different, ways of showing their love towards music. So I'm just there just to represent my craft and, all the people that I have with me and all the supports that I've gotten together and just put on a good night, just have fun, get your money's worth and, possibly leave with a few more day one fans.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I saw you performing live on TikTok alongside Kobe D and some other incredible Indigenous artists on that day on Invasion Day. How was that as an opportunity and performance? It looked like the production level looked incredible, bro.
Yeah. It was just amazing just to be alongside all those other beautiful artists and just to see my name alongside them, because these are people that I see as never competition, but I see as like people that keep pushing to make sure that our voices on platforms. And I look up to all these people, regardless of their age. And, I respect everything they do. So just to be alongside them, it makes me feel proud and very privileged. And, it was just one of those days where we come together and it was Black excellence, from the start to the camera people to just everything. It was just, Black excellence was on full display, and that was an amazing thing.
Yeah, it was powerful, bro. And what's the you've been at this for a minute now, but I feel like the stars definitely started to rise in the last bit. What's the Dallas Woods legacy look like? If we could reflect back in 5-10 years, what's the footprint you're trying to leave in this game, and what's the mark?
For me, it's just I'm not trying to be no top five.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be rappers so opinionated. You're always going to have a debate. That for me, I just want to be remembered as someone that never bit his tongue. Talked easy-ish. And when my name comes up, I want people to be like, yeah, he was nice.
Yeah.
That was a bad, it's as simple as that. I want to live in my own realm where it's like, there's no competition. There's just respect.
Yeah. I like
because I don't see anyone else's competition. I just see, the respect of people around you, because I do really take this serious in my craft. So to get other people's respect, whether it'll be a musician or a fan, that there just validates why I wake up every day and do it.
Yeah, and you're absolutely on that path, bro. If there's an MC in this game or in this country who's respected by her peers, it's definitely Dallas Woods, bro. No one wants to jump into Cypher after Dali, that's for sure. So it's all big love there, my brother. Let's slide into a bit of rapid fire now, my man. Let's have a bit of fun. I'm going to fire some quick questions at you, and you hit me with the first thing that pops in your head. Yeah. Let's get it. Right now, rapid fire with my man Dallas Woods. What's your must-pack essential when you go on tour? When you're heading on the road, what's something you've got to have with you?
Gotta have me? Oh, headphones.
Headphones, yeah.
Headphones. Gotta have it.
Feel that. Who was your first ever celebrity crush, dude?
Oh, you gotta laugh, man. Keira Knightley.
Oh, yeah, she bad.
Yeah.
We all love it. I feel that. If you could travel anywhere in the world for a holiday, where are you going?
Back home to Wyndham.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a while.
Okay, shout out the people back home. Hopefully we get to see Dali back there soon. Dream collaboration. Any artist in the world ever, dead or alive, who would it be?
My dream collaboration, any artist dead or alive? Man, Michael Jackson, come on.
Yeah.
I
was waiting for that.
But like I said,
if the world's ending tomorrow, bro, what's the last meal you're having tonight?
It might be ending tomorrow, but what's going on?
Yeah, true.
Nah. Last meal I'm having tonight, just chicken wings, bro. Like, let's be honest, like simple. I know it's not going to make me sick. Like, I'm going to enjoy my meal, you know?
Yeah. One of them all-you-can-eat buffet just with the chicken wings, eh, bro?
Oh, every sauce, every condiment possible, and I'll be happy.
We'll have to get you on the hot wings one day, bro. See that happening. Get
Oh,
towards the hot wings.
get me on there. Let's test the Fahrenheit. So let's see how hot it can get.
When Dallaswood gets a bag, where's your favorite place to spend money?
My favorite place to spend money? Anywhere, man. Like, honestly, like probably like just probably any shopping center. I don't care what shop. If something jumps out at me, I'm probably buying it, you know?
I feel that. If you could hang out with a cartoon character for a day, who would it be?
Cartoon character for a day? It'd probably be Goku, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be hard. I can see that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite record of your own that you've ever made?
My favorite record on my own that I've probably Chapter 1, man. Like that's just like the love I get from people back home for that song. I was like, all right, cool. You know.
Yeah, I like it. What's a movie recommendation that everyone should watch?
Movie recommendation. The new Shang-Chi, the Marvel one. I watched it on the way to Dubai, and like I said I'd love it so much. It was really well done. So
I'll bet. Tap in with the Marvel universe. What's the wallpaper on your phone, bro? Your phone background?
Up the doggies. I'm a big Western Bulldog supporter, and it's got to be. I can't wait till the season to start again. So yeah, it's definitely the Western Bulldogs right now. I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's doggies year this year, 2022. Go one better.
Our year for the next couple of years, brother.
Good, bro. All right, and last question, man. This is a controversial one we always ask on AU dollars. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Love pineapple on pizza, but I won't say that around my Italian mates.
Heard it here first. Dally loves the pineapple on pizza. Dallaswood, my bro, been awesome to finally connect here, man, to hear about your story. Congratulations on Julie's Boy, the project, man. We look forward to you just going to new heights and linking up when you are out on tour around about the country. Anyone watching, make sure you get out and watch this man Dallaswood because he's something special.
Thank you for having me, and yeah, to everyone out there, I'll see you out there very soon. Get your tickets and let's drift, Julie's Boy. Do you?
Let's go. Big love, my bro.
You can stand tall, promise you giants will fall. If you wanna be for David and Goliath, you are. You are.